Thank you. Thank you so much. It's Monday. Sports is pain. That's all I have for you.
Come on, be in a good mood. I'm here.
I am in a good mood.
Okay.
I with it relatively. I'm not sure the point of sports anymore. It's just pain. It's just nonstop an assault on your emotions.
Well, that's what being a fan is supposed to be about.
Yeah. Okay.
It sucks at times, as Tiger fans are finding out right now. And if you're watching on YouTube or wherever, the reason I'm wearing the Phillies hat is because the Tigers are doing what the 1964 Phillies did. And
tell us what they did, because no one under the age of 100 recognizes that.
They had a when I was a kid, I was 5.5 years old, and my father showed me tickets to the World Series, and I kind of was into it, but I didn't know that much about it. I was 5.5 years old, right? And I said to my dad one day in October, I said, Dad, how come we're not going to the World Series? He said, well, Mike, you see, there was this thing called, they had a 6.5 game lead with 12 games left in the season and lost out.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we can get into it. I'm not sure what to say because I still let math be the guide here. Had the Guardians won yesterday, it does take on a different feel. Like you only have 6 games left. That was a massive escape yesterday. Are the Tigers playing well? No, they're horrible. I mean, it is what it is. They're 1-9 their last 10, and they're lousy. And all the trade deadline acquisitions have either been well, let's see. We just DFA'd Morton. We've got Paddock in the bullpen. Mm-hmm. Montero's a nothing burger, no matter how much the broadcast wants to hype him up. It's not like they're going to use him in high leverage spots.
Right. He's been okay, and Finnegan's been good except for the home run he gave up on Saturday.
But they don't win games. Now, 6 games to go. They move Scooble's start up, so you can get 2 of them potentially, 1 tomorrow night and 1 on the final day of the season if needed. But I'd love to know where people are at, because we had some fun with this last year where I actually thought the Tigers' odds were way better than Fangraphs was giving them credit for. That you knew 10, 12 games out, they were getting in. You knew it. You just felt it.
Yes.
Like, I don't care if Fangraphs says 18%. I think this is a coin flip. I want to know whether you feel better or worse than what Fangraphs is telling you as it would pertain to winning the division. Because I don't think they're getting the 2 seed. They're just not playing well enough for me to come on the radio, lie to people, and say they're going to win 5 of their last 6.
No way.
And reclaim a bye.
No way. They're going to Cleveland, who's the hottest team in baseball right now. Maybe you could argue Seattle, but, they're right there. And then they got to go to Boston, who, is this roller coaster of a team that is going to be playing to get in. No, they're not going to win 5 out of their next 6 games.
Well, then it puts this into question. Here's Fangraphs up to date with a 1-game lead and 6 games to go, and I've just given you 2 of them will be Scooble starts. The Tigers, after being swept by the Braves, have a 62.7% chance to win the division. Do you believe their odds are better or worse than that?
Worse.
How much worse?
I don't know. If I was betting right now on who's going to win the division, I would pick the Cleveland Guardians. They're playing much better baseball. They are playing playoff baseball, the style of baseball that the Tigers played, like you mentioned at the end of last year, winning close games, maybe not getting a lot of hitting, but when they have to hit, they hit. And quite frankly, they're playing the Tigers the next 3 games, and they have the 2 best players in the lineup on either team with Quan and Ramirez. And if my memory is not mistaken, and you mentioned the Scooble starts, and it certainly ain't his fault, but the last time he started against Cleveland, they lost.
Well, yeah,
that's not his fault.
No, Cleveland did a good job wearing him down.
Yeah.
And I don't think Scooble's 100%, and that not that he can't pitch really well. He does. He's not putting guys away.
No.
Those extended at-bats are not his deal. Here's the make the playoff odds, according to Fangraphs. Better or worse. To make the playoffs, not the division, just to get in. Tigers are at 84%. The Guardians are at 59.6%. Now, reminder, you were 100% a few weeks ago. If you lose tonight and the right teams win, your number will go down dramatically with 6 games to go. These numbers are fluid. So, no, Mike, I'm with you, but I still look at this and go, all right, as bad as they've been, they still have a game lead. There's only 6 games to go. This does become a math equation. But I will say this. If they lose tomorrow, my opinion completely flips.
Oh, yeah.
If you lose back-to-back Scooble starts against the same divisional opponent, the one who's happened to be chasing you, and that will bring Cleveland into a tie with you. And I got to look at the rest of the nonsense you're putting out there. And by the way, the lineup's horrible. These matchups, they're not working.
No.
And the bullpen, I don't have a better term for it. You're basically playing Russian roulette. I'm not trying to be insulting.
No, I know.
But you just don't know what pitcher is going to be a disaster for you or not. I mean, Will Vest has been bad. Finnegan was supposed to be good, bad. Like, spin the wheel. I don't know what to do.
And quite frankly, I don't think AJ does either. It's basically let's throw somebody against the wall and see what sticks. It worked last year. It's not working right now.
I want to know where you guys are at. Look, I told you if they got swept by the Braves, we'd have a different conversation. I mean, I'm not certain they're getting in, but the math tells you they still have a commanding, position here. Now, it won't take much for panic to set in. If you lose the first couple games of the series to the Guardians, oh, no. I won't be able to come on the air and tell you you're making it. I won't. But there's an element of this where the Tigers have to do so little. Mike, if they go 2-4 in the last 6, they probably get in.
Yeah, because the magic number would go to 2. So basically all they have to do is win one other game and Cleveland.
Right. It's just,
yes.
That's what
2 out of 3. That's
what I rely upon.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I don't know how many people are actually paying attention. When we talk about it, and we're going to get to it. I mean, tonight, it's a good thing Tigers aren't playing.
Yes.
Nobody would watch them. They'd watch Lions and Ravens.
We're forward down the field tonight.
But I just wonder how much of this fan base, while wanting them to make the playoffs, has just largely said, F it, I'm checked out. It's not good to watch. I mean, at what point have you turned on this team? Look, they're well below 500 in the second half of the season since the All-Star break. They have had a 12 out of 13 and a 1-10 stretch. They're currently in that one.
Mm-hmm.
They don't hit. The at-bats are garbage. The pitching has been spotty at best. So, no, is it some great it was so bad, Kenny turned down free drinks and left the ballpark yesterday.
It's gotten so bad for me. I was watching, Saturday, I think it was the beginning. It might have been the beginning of the Michigan game, and even yesterday during the NFL stuff. Instead of putting it on, I would just follow by phone because I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
It's painful to watch this team.
It's really bad.
It's bad, and I really feel sorry for the longer suffering Tiger fans, and even me. I've become a Tiger fan since I moved here. But man, it's bad when you're afraid to watch your team.
I'm not afraid. I resent it. It's just so look. For a long time I said this, people would get upset. It's not I never meant it as an insult. It's I'm not a huge Bruce Springsteen guy. You love him.
Right.
No big deal. I don't enjoy watching this team play. I watch them because I have to.
Right.
I watch them because it's part of the job. Do I like the way they play baseball? Absolutely not. And I laugh at it. There's a reason no one who plays the way they play has won a World Series. You're never going to win doing matchup mania.
No.
It's not going to happen because at a certain point, you just need the dude at the plate. Much like Cleveland, when they needed something and Stephen Kwan ropes a double.
Yes.
And when they needed something and J-Ram hits a 2-run pizza to take the lead, sometimes you need the real McCoy.
Right, and they don't have that. Now, I give Torkelson credit. He tried on Saturday with, you thought you were set, and then McGonigal gives up a home run in the 8th to close it, to cut it to 1, and then Will Vest implodes. I mean, if you're, with all due respect, if your hopes of making the postseason rely on Will Vest getting you through this, you're in trouble.
The bigger problem is you sat there at the deadline, and if I get so frustrated because the patent response is, okay, well, who was available? It is not our job to tell you the inner workings of all 30 Major League Baseball teams. Right. It is Scott Harris's job to trade for players that I'm sorry if Buster Olney didn't write some piece about a trade chart.
Look, you
went out and got Chris Paddock, who was so bad, he didn't even make it to September in the rotation. You went out and got Charlie Morton, who was so bad, you DFA'd him. A negative WAR player. Those were your additions to try to help the pitching.
Do you want to hear who they acquired to help the pitching staff in the month of July?
Sure.
So it's before the deadline and to the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Paul of Detroit News tweeted this out yesterday. And this is just, it makes you sad, okay? Devin Smeltzer, gone.
Ooh.
Jeff Hartley, gone. Tanner Rainey, you saw him play yesterday. Luke Jackson, gone. Chris Paddock. Randy Dobnik, who's in AAA. Cody Hoyer, gone. Kyle Finnegan's been good. Rafael Montero's been okay.
Yeah, but again, that's a guy they use either down 8-1 or up 8-1.
Right.
Not interested.
Paul Sewald, he finally made his debut. He was horse crap. And Charlie Morton is gone. This is what they got in the month of July.
They did nothing.
They went for quantity over quality. Now,
because this is the problem I have always had, is I can say both of these things at the same time, and they're true. While I think Scott Harris has done a really nice job in getting this minor league system and the development and kind of unifying everything and what the Tiger way will be, he's done an excellent job there. But I'm not going to sit here and draw the man a hot bath because of prospect rankings. These people aren't helping us. Where his failings have been at the major league level, because there has been, is now, and here's my fear, there is an air of smartest guy in the room with this organization. And I'm sorry, that is a problem to me.
Yes.
I don't think you've earned the right to do that stuff.
248-539-9797. There's something else in this equation that should be getting a lot more blame than just Scott Harris.
Stoney's going to tell you about it next. That's a radio tease. That's a radio tease.
Right, a combo tease.
248-539-9797. And don't worry, we're going to get to Lions-Ravens. We got all afternoon to do that. 97.1.